Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the Luna Geeks Out channel. We are back with another Baby Metal reaction today. This time it is Time Wave, which, I just gotta go and say this. It says Mobius strip, I keep reading as Morbius strip. So, this song is now officially about a Morbin time. I know I'm bringing back a dead meme at this point, but that's what my mind keeps going to with this. It's driving me insane. But yeah, I've seen a lot of folks talking about this one. It seems to be quite the nice track. Very excited to check it out. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Art electronics right off the bat. Might be a little more on the pop side of things, which I'm gonna be happy with. Okay. Definitely heavy electronic focus. I'm not entirely sure what element it is that's making me do this, but it's about just... Yeah, definitely getting like some passcode vibes from this. Again, not sure exactly what it is causing those, but passcode vibes. Very nice. Good sort of, I guess to be like a bass drum there. Just good, solid beat to that, good feel to it. There's the metal kicking in. More towards something. Yeah, still getting very heavy passcode vibes. Really happy about that. I'm gonna keep saying that, I bet. There's some specific song that this part makes me think of. Yeah, really cool vocals in this one. I think they're really... not necessarily pushing themselves a bit more, but just get a bit more experimental and stuff. I'm very glad to hear it. Back into the high energy chorus. Nice. I got a hair in my eye. Breakdown? Guess more like almost like a. It could be sort of like a dance break kind of thing. Cool sort of bassy synth here. Okay. Getting a build up here, we're about to... I'm probably just gonna have like a drop into the chorus, right? But building up to something. Yeah, drop into the chorus, nice. Actually worked out really well. Super good synth they've got right there. I don't know if I said that already. Oh, I love that. Okay, a little bit of guitar in there as well now. I don't know what the name of that, like, technique or whatever, dude, but liking that. little bit extra layering there. Okay, that was really nice. It definitely beats out Maya for me on that first listen, and I really liked Maya. Yeah, definitely one of the stronger tracks off of the album so far. That was really nice, and again, very heavy passcode vibes that I'll dive into a bit more later on. But yeah, super good, super good. Now, lyrical analysis time. This has to do with. Of course, the song has to do with time, but specifically sort of a time loop, if you will. Some really cool stuff. But so we open up with a really good line. I had a bad dream all night long. Not so much a good line necessarily for where it lies within the song, or it lies within the overarching album as a whole, because the previous track on the album was, of course, Maya, a track that dealt with magic and illusion and dreams, and the final verse, the final part of the song was a night like it was all a dream, ending up as a chill morning, when woken up I'll not be here. So you're seeing the end of a dream at the end of that song, and at the beginning of Time Wave, I had a bad dream all night long, looking back on the previous track. Super cool. And then it's over, just continuing off of that. It's like a Mobius strip, a Morbius strip, as I keep almost saying. My mind is ruined by the internet. It's like a Mobius strip. Why does life go round and round? So, for those of you who don't know what a Mobius strip is, it's, do I have something I can show it with? I feel like I do somewhere. So normally it would be like this, right? So kind of a closed loop. Morbius strip goes like that. So it's still a closed loop, but it twists around on itself. And so it keeps going, but it keeps changing. And it's like you keep changing what side you're on, even though you're walking in a straight line. Like if you're going along, it's actually really cool. Kind of simple, but it's just neat. And that's what we're seeing in this song, that idea of going around in this loop. It's like it's changing, but it's just the same thing over and over and over again, right? Moving on, a timeless world with no beginning, a never-ending, endless game. So much like the Morbius strip again, you've got this, but there's no beginning to this, there's no end to this, it's just this loop. It's like a Mobius strip again, why does life go round and round? Moving into the chorus, time wave. Running timelessly towards the new world, to the farthest I keep on running, just, continuing to go forward along this, despite this weird loop and such. Transcending both past and future, moving on forever, confused time after time. Again, just more time references, of course, but that idea of continuing to move forward. This, just the strangeness of all of this ties into the confused after time again. And then lost game is over, no, I'm feeling dizzy. Fair enough, running around in that loop. Amazing maze again. The maze, obviously, like, to go back to the Mobius strip sort of analogy, I suppose, like, it's not like an actual maze, but like it is both a maze, like a maze is this puzzle to get through, in a sense. It's this confusing path, much like the path of the Mobius strip is. Into verse 2, had a bad dream all night long, again, like Mobius strip, why does life have ups and downs? So just a shift instead of the round and round, ups and downs. I think it's a bit more depth into the idea it's presenting, that it's not just, you're going down, you're going about all this stuff. I don't quite know how to put that into words, but that's the kind of idea we're getting there. Just adding a bit of depth to that. Can't escape, face the past, I want to chase the future, dream. Ties back into, in the chorus, transcending both past and future. The first part, can't escape, face the past. I think what that's saying is that there's this past, what once happened is something they can't escape, so they need to go and face it. And then I want to chase the future dream is that desire to move on past all of this, to keep on going, to reach this eventual goal that they have, that kind of thing. Hanging on forever, just another time thing, of course, with forever, but, you know, the idea of, I don't think it's hanging on like a literal sort of like holding on to something, trying not to fall, but more hanging on, keeping going, that kind of thing, the sort of hang in there kind of thing, you know. Around I go, come to the end, around and around, it's time to start, you know, you reach the end of this strip, and hey, you're just right back at the beginning. No, it feels dazzling, merry-go-round, of course, a ride that just goes around and around in a circle. Kind of boring, but hey, it's a good time, especially when you're a kid. I've got some fond memories of being on merry-go-rounds. Not really relevant to the song, but, you know, it's just something that goes around in a circle, around in a loop, again, so just another sort of tie-in. The bridge, wait a minute, Godfrey, just focus. Now, I tried to look up if there was some, like, Godfrey who had something to do with, like, I don't know, clock making or time travel or something. Didn't find anything like that. There is a town called Godfrey in, I want to say Indiana, but I'm not confident on that. Central Time Zone, so fun fact of the day for y'all, there's a town called Godfrey that has time. It is in a time zone. But the name Godfrey, apparently the parts of it mean God and peace, so perhaps some kind of lore tie-in there. But the name is also apparently rarely used as just sort of like an exclamation. I've never heard that before, but hey, it is in the dictionary, so there we go. Do I know what's happening with the inclusion of the name here? Not at all, but there's different stuff you can theorize with, I suppose. And then, further on to the bridge, I feel the god of motion, time, you continue to just go forward and forward. There isn't an ending to everything. Again, the idea that time just keeps on going. And then, toward the past and toward the future, the idea that time isn't, you know, this linear thing. Perhaps you can be moving forward, but at the same time be moving back towards the past within this whole sort of, you know, there. I'm starting to ramble. I got to focus in on this idea I've got. So the outlet focuses on all these different sort of alternate dimensions within the Metalverse and everything. This one seems to be sort of the dimension of time, if you will. So they're moving throughout time. They're moving forwards, but at the same time they're moving back. That kind of thing is what I'm grabbing there. Then we have the chorus. Again, nothing more to talk about with that. No new lines that I'm seeing. Oh, there is one. Running timelessly towards the new world. To the farthest I keep on running. To get out of their annotation mark, I'm trying to read this. Transcending both past and future again. So running timelessly toward the new world. Again, I think ties back into what I was just saying about, you know, they're moving through time, but not necessarily the way we would understand, sort of outside of time a little bit, toward the new world. That is really good because, again, it's different worlds, different dimensions in each of these songs, so they're moving on towards the next one right there. So, very cool stuff in this. I don't think this one was a bit of a struggle for me. Let's be honest, it was a song about time, and my mind does not work with that stuff. That is too confusing to me. That is a concept that my mind does not like to function with. But, no, cool stuff in this. Like I said, wasn't able to grab everything from it, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think there was a lot of cool, just different individual lines, and here's some good connections to some of the previous stuff we've had, things like that. Made me remember Morbius was a thing, so not sure if that's positive or negative, but it happened. So yeah, very cool lyrics to this, even if it wasn't quite as easy to grab some of the stuff as it has been with some of the previous songs. Now to talk about the music. Super good, super good. Like I said, it reminded me of Passcode. I'll dive into that at the end of this, so we'll start off with the individual elements, and I mean, the first of those is, of course, the vocals. Phenomenal. What can I say? I think these may actually be the best vocals we've had on the album so far, because they were doing a bit more. Like, we had sort of the standard, just really powerful vocals from Su Metal, great backing vocals from Mo Metal, but we had just a bit more going on. And there's been a few songs that have had some cool moments. I think it was the last one, had a little bit of a distortion on Moa's vocals at one point, which I thought was pretty cool. There's been things like that, but this one I think really kind of just pushed it a little bit, experimented a bit more. There was just... It was different in this song, and I really like that. We had a bit more variety here. So yeah, great vocals in this. Guitar, very lightly utilized, but this was a bit more of a poppy song, perhaps, so that makes sense. You know, you had that higher energy coming in with the chorus, some good riffing. I thought it was a little low in the mix, but can't complain too much because it blended really well with the electronic stuff. And then right at the end, you had that extra layer of guitar coming in. Super cool. So yeah, loved the guitar in this. Little lightly utilized for my taste, sure, but very well utilized. Then there was the bass. Couldn't really hear it, but I could feel it. Bass was good. We also had some sort of bassy synths, which I'll talk about all that more with the electronics, but those were good as well. So yeah, bass... Again, wish it was a bit more apparent in the mix, but it was good. And then the drums. Again, not a lot to say on them, but I quite liked the drums in this. There's just that one, I guess it'd be the bass drum, just the one, like, solid beat. Loved that. One you can really just get into the groove of and everything. That was super good. The rest of the drums, don't really remember them, but I remember them being good. So yes, good drums in this song. And finally, electronics. Super good, real highlight of this song for me. Super fun electronics, great energy to them, great synth selection. You had that bass synth I was talking about, really good. You had the main synth that came up in the chorus, I think a few other points. That was really good. Just some more atmospheric stuff as well. So really good electronics in this song. Real highlight of it. So like I said, this one reminded me a lot of Passcode. I saw someone say that this had sort of a Bring Me the Horizon kind of feel. I can almost see that, but Passcode was the thing my mind went to. And for those of y'all who don't know, they are another really good Japanese metal idol group. A high recommendation of their stuff. I've been checking out more of their stuff as of late for a future project I've got in the works, ranking a whole lot of alt idol groups, so be on the lookout for that. But they've got a super good sound. They mix metal and electronics and pop. It's somewhat similar to what BABYMETAL does. Very much their own style. And the blend of electronics and metal we had here, the slight just sort of the stuff they're doing with the vocals reminded me of it. Again, Passcode tends to have very heavy vocal distortion, something we didn't get here, but there's just something about the presentation and even just the tunes with the vocals that felt very Passcode-y. And I mean, even the specific electronic sounds used, the main synth reminded me of, I forget what song it was. I want to say, it's like, I'm gonna look it up. I know the song I'm talking about. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. I'm not sure if this is the right song I'm thinking of. Like, well, I know the song I'm thinking of. I don't know if the song I'm thinking of is the actual song. But anyways, let's figure this one out. Projection. Why was I getting Fly in the name of that in my mind? I think they say that, so like, I'll fly away or something in the lyrics at some point. But anyways, it gave me vibes of that song specifically. Maybe one of their others as well. Also slight, very slight Broken by the Scream vibes, but that was mostly just Broken by the Scream have some similarities to Passcode, so that was my mind just making that connection instead of similarities to this song. But anyways, yeah, very heavy Passcode vibes, a lot of similarities, something that made me very happy. Passcode is such a good group. The only thing that would have really made this more in their style would have, of course, been some unclean vocals, some harsh vocals. Would have loved to hear that, but this song didn't need that, and I don't think that would have really felt BABYMETAL-y. But yeah, super. So yeah, just to recap, this was just a super fun song. It was nice to have a return to the more pop side of things. The only other song off of the album so far that's really captured that has been Light and Darkness, and that one was a bit of a slower, bit of a darker song, which I really liked. So it was good to have a bit, but it was good to have. There we go. That's the phrasing. It was good to have a bit of some variety, with this one being not necessarily more upbeat, but a bit more energetic, a bit more fun. So that was super nice. I think this one, more than any of the other tracks you've checked out, has really captured a bit of that older baby metal magic of just blending different styles and just the pure fun of it all. So this was super good, super good. It's still, I don't think it's going to beat Monochrome for me, mostly just because of the lyrics with that one and the meaning with that one, but honestly, I'll have to give this a few more listens, but it could easily take second place. This was phenomenal. I definitely see why I've seen so many people talking about it. But I have nothing more to say on the song itself, so y'all know the drill. It is time to select the next reaction, and just as an aside, I am thinking of switching to a new reaction every day until I knock this out, because you're up to 48, and at the current rate, that is going to take so dang long to get through. But anyways, let's give it a spin, see what we get. Let me know what y'all think about a reaction every day until we get through with this stuff. That'll be back to normal schedule. Is that TRA? That is The Raven Age. I forget what that song is. Parasite, maybe. But The Raven Age, really good sort of like melodic metalcore kind of band. A little bit of a groove metal feel as well. Slight power metal vibes as well. I really like their stuff. It's rarely super exciting, per se. It rarely pushes the boundary too much, but it's just some really fun, really energetic, really well-written music. I've checked out one track from them so far on the channel. We'll definitely be checking out more in the future. Super excited about this. That's gonna be a fun reaction. No idea what to expect with it. I mean, I have general sound expectations, of course. They don't vary too much, but not really sure what we'll be getting with it, but it'll be good. But that is it for the video, so thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below with your own thoughts on the track, any feedback or criticism, or anything you want me to react to. In the description, link to the track so you can check it out, support the artist, link to my baby metal videos playlist, my alt idols reactions playlist, my Japanese music reactions playlist, and my rock and metal reactions playlist. I think that's what this one goes into. You can check out some similar content from me down in those. There'll also be links to my Discord server, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify playlist of all the songs I've reacted to, at least the ones up on Spotify, and my link tree, which has all my other stuff in it, in case any of that interests y'all. Anyways, like I said, that's going to do it. So once again, thank y'all for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.